This is Drew, and I'd like to welcome you back once again to my channel. Fragrance we're going to go over today is Imperium Intense. I have not smelled this one, so we're going to do it together. Of course, we're going to do a deep dive and our first impressions as soon as we get back. I want to take this time to welcome you back to my channel once again. On this channel, we like to discuss different types of fragrances, best time of the year to wear them, occasions to wear them, and of course, pricing. That's a big one. And my purpose on this channel is to make you aware of the fragrances on the market today, because it might be the fragrance that have you smelling good tomorrow. Let's see what's going on with this. Let's see what it is. Imperium Intense. Okay, we're sitting here on Fragrance World's site. This particular is definitely a new release, no more than maybe a month or so old, if I'm not mistaken. But let's see what they got to say about it. First of all, this is basically a clone of a more expensive fragrance we're going to talk about in a second, but let's see what it says it has in it. It says, starts you out with a refreshing burst of bergamot, grapefruit, lime, vetiver, and rhubarb, delivering a crisp and invigorating opening. As the fragrance unfolds, the heart reveals a harmonious blend of lily of the valley, oranges, tuberose, apples, vanilla, and black currant, adding a sweet and slightly creamy richness. Finally, in the base notes, you got vetiver, cedar, dry wood, violet, leather, amber, and musk. Provide a warm and sensual depth that leaves a lasting impression.
Oh, damn!
That, my friends, was a mouthful. Let's go ahead and get this thing on the nostrils. I'll tell you if it's all that. Now, first of all, I will tell you this particular fragrance, Imperium Intense, it is a clone of a more expensive fragrance by ROJA Dove. It's Elysium Eau Intense. So I have smelled that a couple of times when I went to Neiman when it first came out, I think maybe a year ago. And I'm gonna try to base what I come up with on what I remember. So let's get her opened up and see what's what. Like I said, you know, Fragrance World, they ain't put a lot of thought into the wraps of basic box and whatnot. So let's get him opened up, see what we got happening. Get the paper out of the way. Let's get him opened up and see what's what here. That's how it sits in the box. Let's get him open so you can see what's happening. And here is the bottle. And as you can see, they just stole ROJA Dove bottle, design, everything. Plain plastic, no see-through or nothing. Let's check the lid. Oh, it's just sitting on it. This is not, you definitely cannot pick this up by the lid because it will come right off. But we don't care about that. Like I said, this is the exact same bottle as ROJA Dove's, Elysium, all those come in. So they didn't even try to hide it. They just say, hey, let me just go ahead on and slap it in there and let's get it on out there. So let's get it sprayed. Let you all check the atomizer out. See what's what. That's one pump, two pumps. There it go. Let it give it a second to pump on the brand new bottle. Let's give it a second before we just slap it to our nose. And then we'll go from there. Who is kicking up already? Ooh, This might be something serious here. Let me see now.
Whoop. Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
Right off the bat, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna get that grapefruit rhubarb. That rhubarb is like a sour-ish note that is coming off. I can smell that right off the bat. So you get that grapefruit rhubarb, which is the sourness. It's citrus. Your lime, bergamot, all that's just sitting there. Smells pretty darn good together, actually. Right up, especially right up against my nose. Let me back it up just a little bit. Yeah. The rhubarb gives it the sour, but it's a citrus. Let's go back again. You got your grapefruit, lime, bergamot. You definitely got a little musk in it. And I do get the floral note like a lavender. I don't really get a lot of rose, but I'm definitely getting that black currant. Not a lot of apple, but it says it's in there. But this is the initial spray. But right now it's just a sour, it come really, to wrap it up, it comes out like a sour lemon, clean type of fragrance. I remember spraying, you know, the original when I was at Neiman last time, and I don't remember it hitting quite like this. Like I said, my memory might be off, so I think I'm just gonna base it on what I'm working with here. This one is kind of special. This is really nice. And if memory served me right, this is the exact same thing, but it just, I don't know, I guess I had smelled so many fragrances that day by the time I got to this, my nose, it kind of got a little blind, so it didn't really stand out. But once you get, you know, nose fatigue or whatnot, all these scents just start running together. But this one, like I said, that sour citrus, that rhubarb, giving it that sour grapefruit, lime, bergamot deal. I like it. This is really nice. Then of course you got your black currant, orange blossom. I smell a little bit, but not that much, more of a grapefruit, lime, lemony type deal. But it definitely has some florals going on in the back. Lily of the field, you got your jasmine and whatnot. It says it had rose. I don't really pick a lot of it up, but I'm definitely picking up some of that black currant, juniper berry, and vetiver, because it has a, even with that sour, sweet lemon, it has a greenish type of overtone that comes off, but not too much. It's really more sour and clean. But that vetiver, agarwood, I'm sorry, not agarwood, ambergris, mixed in with some black pepper and whatnot, I'm getting a lot of that. That has a lot of scents and it has a lot of notes. I'm not picking all of that up right off the bat. Maybe it has to die down a little bit, but right off the bat, once again, just so I make sure I read it, let me go ahead and hit another spurt of it. But right off the bat, you get that sour grapefruit, rhubarb, lime, bergamot, which I think smells wonderful. I can see this doing very well on the skin. Now, from, like I said, I'm basing how this smells against the original on my memory, but even if I can't remember all this right here, this is an excellent fragrance. This is very good. So, now, like I said, with most scents, I don't recommend blind buying anything because, like I said, my nose, my chemistry may be a little bit, you know, different than yours, and I understand that. But like I always tell you, you know, like I said, different people, these chemicals gonna work different, because if you drink or you smoke, anything like that, that's gonna change your body's chemistry or whatnot, and it's gonna react different. But a scent like this, with this sourness, with the crisp type of citrus setting up on top, I think this will work great for me. I can see this to be a pretty much, like I said before, a mass appealing type scent. This is special. This is something you can dress up, dress down. Like this would go either way. Now in the summertime, even though it has some girth to it when you first spray it for the first minute or two, this is died down already. I can tell because you see me keep putting it close to my nose. This is when you're gonna have to overspray. If you really want this to shine, like I said, this is probably late spring, dead of summer. I'd rock this. I'd probably start out with 10 sprays. The way it's dying down is so smooth, but the way it's dying down, this particular one, I don't see it lasting any more than maybe a couple of hours, 3 hours max. It does have a nice sourness that kind of gives it some push or whatnot, but it doesn't seem to be lasting. Even these couple of minutes I've been smelling the scent, I have to kind of re-up. Let me hit him one more time. I got to re-up to kind of get that top note to bang. That top note is where it's at. That nice sour citrus is just swinging. I love it. But it seems like after a few minutes, it's gonna be gone. I'm gonna bring it back to 2 hours. I can see the scent last about 2 hours. This one, you know, you gotta remember though, this is a clone. This is not the original. This is one you're gonna have to tighten up probably at least every hour or two to keep that fresh opening alive, so to speak. 'Cause this thing smells so good. I can be honest, this is one you want to share with everybody else. This is not one you're going to keep to yourself. So this one you're going to have to touch it up. Like I said, at least, I would say every 2 hours. Probably, for me, I probably do it every hour or so because the initial blast, that initial top note is just wonderful. And because right now it's May. I think it came out maybe last month, a month before, I'm not for sure. It just took me a minute to get it. I actually ordered it maybe a month ago, and it took 3 weeks to get here, and I just got a chance to get it on my channel. So I think with Fragrance World, they knocked this out of the park. If I had to rate this particular fragrance, just on the smell, on the scent profile alone, I would give this a 9 all day long, maybe a tad more, depending on how it acts once I, put it on a nice hot day, and I can let you all know when I bring it back later on, if it's worth the money. But I can't tell you, this was like 40 bucks when it came out, 45. If I'm not mistaken, I've seen it drop down already to about 30. But I'm gonna tell you, this is good. This is a great scent. I wouldn't say 10 out of 10, but I give it a 9 all day long. Just on the initial scent profile. But if you can catch this thing for under $25 or $30, this may be one that you won't put your nose on. This is something special. You can definitely dress it up, but it's not gonna last. As soon as you start to sweat good, probably say within an hour, it's gonna be gone. You're gonna have to keep it with you, but at the price point, that's fine as far as I'm concerned. I'll go ahead and bathe it and be done. Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. I'm gonna try to get myself a sample of the original Roja Dove when I go out, probably next week or so, and bring it back to the channel, and we'll compare the two. And with that, let's wrap this thing up, and I'll see you all at the next one.